Tonight on Supernanny, Jo travels the globe looking for the worst family yet, and she finds them in Britain.
Oh, can I come in, please?
The Collins family will be her biggest challenge yet, putting her methods to the ultimate test. When it comes to discipline, Dad lays down the law,
Sit down.
while Mom
Joseph!
ducks for cover.
You do not spit.
Jo will have to use new techniques
We're going to do a treasure hunt.
to get these kids in order.
Don't know if she'll be able to do it.
Supernanny's gonna fail.
Let's take a look and see who we've got here.
Hi, I'm Jason Collins,
Hi, I'm Karen Collins.
and we're here to talk about our 4 children.
I get it.
Starting with Ben, who's the eldest. He's 10. He encourages the little ones to do naughty stuff.
Ben, don't encourage him.
I love to be naughty. I know it ain't smart, stupid, but I love being stupid.
Lauren's probably the calmer of the 4 kids, but she does have her moments.
Lauren, can you stop that, please?
And Joshua, he's the middle one of the boys. He's 6. He wants to do a lot of fighting. And Joseph, who is 4.
Joseph's the worst one of all. He's very aggressive.
Joe, no, stop it. This is their home that they're wrecking.
He just picks something up, throw it and smash it, pouring all my shampoos and things out.
Joseph!
They do spit at me.
Disgusting. They're going to spit in. They're like camels.
All the children's language is terrible. I think Karen is too soft for the children.
Ben, please can you stop swearing?
I always feel like they're against me.
Why are you putting up with this?
When I go out in public, it's just really humiliating and make me look like a failure, really.
Joshua, look, there's a car there. Mum, you need to get control of your children.
The children behave a lot differently to me than they do to Jason. When he comes home from work, their behaviour instantly changes. They're like different children
Ben, now.
because they know he will punish them.
You think you're funny? Get and do your reading now. If they're naughty, I will shout at them. Josh, now.
But I think Jason's too hard. I don't think he gives them enough love, really.
Comes in.
Pick them up.
All right, I'm taking him.
We've lost the sort of, should say, love for each other. We just don't agree on the way we discipline the children. So we end up fighting with each other.
Super Nanny, please help so that I can get control back of the house and not feel like a failure.
I've seen enough, and I'm on my way to sort it out now. Hello, where's your mummy? Oh, can I come in, please? Hi, what's your name?
Joshua Collins.
Ah, pleased to meet you. Hi, pleased to meet you.
And you? I'm Karen. My first impression when I met Jo was that she was quite sort of kind and caring.
Hiya, what's your name?
Ben.
Hi, Ben, pleased to meet you.
When I first arrive at a home, I like to observe a family, watch the dynamics of how they interact with one another and take mental notes.
Is he out there? Come and show me.
Jo, come in. Can you stop swearing? Get off of there. Come on.
Get down.
The behaviour was just absolutely appalling. They were swearing, they were spitting at one another. Mum had no control whatsoever.
Ben, you can go. Maybe.
Josh, stop it.
No, put it down. No, put it, no.
You better put that down now.
At that point, I realised that he was testing me and he wanted to see whether I was going to flinch, whether his behaviour was going to shock me.
Stop it. So that's common for Josh to be throwing stuff around.
Yeah, they all throw things.
The behaviour that I saw in the backyard was just totally socially unacceptable, full stop.
So how are you going to get the kids in?
Just try until they decide to come in, really.
The children are like animals in a zoo. I've just walked into that household and I've seen violence. I've seen the children swear at one another and their mother.
You mustn't say that, Josh.
They're begging to be put in their place.
Don't throw it in my face! Give that to me now! Ben! I was relieved that she'd seen how extreme it could be, because obviously she knew that I needed help quite badly. Joshua? No. Right, well, get upstairs and get dressed then, up. Getting the kids ready for school, it can take an hour and a half, 2 hours if they're playing up. We never ever leave on time. Are you going to go and get dressed then?
They just really don't take Mum seriously at all.
Joseph, come here.
The mornings are chaotic. Children are running up and down everywhere. Mum can't actually catch one of the children to get them dressed or to brush their teeth, and she's clearly struggling while they have a laugh and completely mock her.
Josh! What was that?
They haven't even left the house yet to go after school. I mean, what kind of behaviour is that?
Come be a good boy, because we're very late. No more fighting! Can we go to school? Ben, you mustn't kick him in the head.
Karen trying to get the kids off to school is one big problem.
So we've got 3 kids in the car, 1 child out on the street. Apart from the fact that Mum's really struggling to get them into the car, that is a main road, and that little boy is in danger.
Joshua, come here now. As soon as I catch one child, another one runs off, and I've only got 1 pair of hands, so that can take quite a long time.
When they eventually left to go to school, they were running 15 minutes behind, and they've never made it on time for school.
No, Ben, please don't pour that on the floor. We can wipe that up, can't you?
Don't make me whack you.
Ben. No, come on, stop it. Ben, put it down.
Their behaviour was just destructive.
No, Ben, don't do that! Stop it! Ben, pack it in. You're really going to break something in a minute. Stop it! Stop it!
Mum just broke down. She just had got to a point where she realised she wasn't in control.
Mummy's crying.
Talk to me.
I just can't go with them, and they just... And I tried to be strong in that, and I just had enough, really.
But we will get to the bottom of this, and we'll resolve this, OK, and make things better.
I've seen my fair share of families over the last 15 years, but this one, it's going to be a big challenge.
You all right? How's things? What have you been doing?
Joe.
Hiya.
When Dad came home from work, he walked into the house, saw the mess.
Why have you been doing that, Ben? Ben! Ben!
He was absolutely fuming at what he'd come home to.
You can pick him up.
Oh, God.
Pick him up, then. Pick him up, Joe. You made the mess. I get very frustrated because I feel that Karen should discipline the children.
Is that common, what I've just experienced there in the sitting room? That you'll ask the children to do something, and they'll go to Karen, and Karen won't back you up?
Straight away, all the time.
Why doesn't Karen back you up?
Because she thinks I'm too firm. My role is to shout at the children and get a bit more organisation in the house. Go to bed. But think about what you've done, Ben.
Jason is fed up with coming home and having to reinforce discipline because Karen won't. And that's putting stress on their relationship. Those children know they can do exactly what they want when they want because they know their mum's not going to do anything about it.
After observing a family for a day, I like to sit down with the parents and talk about what I've observed and the issues that need to be addressed.
The pair of you work very hard to keep a nice home together. I can see when I walk into the door. The children are very energetic and they've got lots of love to give one another. They are close.
Yeah.
That's really lovely to see. But it's mob rule in this house. Your 4 children control the pair of you. The aggression is just absolutely disgusting. They swear. They hit one another. They spit. It's just appalling.
No, we agree, don't we?
Yeah, totally.
You can't even take them out in public. Because they're like wild animals roaming everywhere. And it emotionally upsets me. You're scared because you don't know what they're going to do next. You don't know if they're going to throw something in your head or whether they're going to behave. I mean, I walked into this house, I had a brick thrown at me. What kind of behaviour is that? You really do need to get a grip of this because you're going to be dealing with something far worse in 3 years' time if you don't put it together.
All of this we agree on, but what we can't agree on is how to bring her back into line.
Where you're firm with the children, you're weak with the children. Where you won't tell them off, Jason has to tell them off. That is not working. None of you are backing one another up. Karen, why can't you tell your kids off?
I just don't like seeing them upset.
Your kids love you. Your children love you unconditionally.
Sorry.
Karen, your children won't turn around and go, I hate you, because you've decided that you need to put house rules down. You're so scared that your kids are going to grow up and not love you. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah, it's true.
You guys need to come together, okay? Jason, you need to validate that your wife's struggling. Are you willing 100% to take everything it's got in you to change your family?
That's the reason I wake up every single morning. That's the reason I do the work and the hours I do is for Karen and the children.
Karen, are you committed?
You just can't go on like this.
Are you together as a couple prepared to put the hard work in and change it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Then let's do it.
When Joe referred to our house as mob rule, I did feel quite upset, but it was true. She was just telling us the facts straight, really.
The hardest part for me to hear from Joe was the behaviour of my children. I wanted to argue back, but I couldn't, so that was quite hard. A stranger coming in and telling me how destructive my children are brought me and Karen to where we are.
Right, let's get working then. I'm really looking forward to working with the Collins family because they're at dire straits. They're pulling their hair out, and if they don't get my help, things are only just going to get much, much worse. Household rules. They're important because if you don't have household rules, your children don't know what behaviour is acceptable and what isn't acceptable. The first one is respect. No spitting, no kicking, no punching, and no shouting. If you spit and you punch, Mummy and Daddy are going to give you discipline. There has to be a consequence for it.
What? Joseph, stop it. Why did you do that?
Stop it, I've not finished talking. Mummy and Daddy are going to say to you, stop that behaviour. If you don't listen, you're going to go and sit in the naughty zone. If you swear at your parents, there won't be no warning. You'll go straight to the naughty zone, OK?
So from now on, we're going to stick to the house rules. And Dad and I are both going to do it together, OK?
You have to follow them rules. You will, Ben.
I won't.
Ben doesn't want to listen to the house rules. He feels there's going to be too much to change because at the moment, he's got a free life. He does what he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
I explained to Jason and Karen that when their children misbehaved and broke one of the house rules, that there would be a place where they would go, and that was called the naughty zone.
This is the idea. You give your child a warning first, okay, in a low-tone, authoritative voice. You come down to your child's level, you use eye contact, and you firmly tell them, no, stop that behaviour because of, and you explain when you give the warning. If the behaviour continues, it's straight into the naughty zone. In this situation, it was important to make sure that if their children's behaviour was naughty, that they would separate them, because to put them in a room together would make the children fight, or they wouldn't take their discipline seriously and they'd start laughing at one another and egg each other on. As a second level of discipline, I introduced confiscation boxes so that when they misbehaved, a toy would be confiscated and placed in that box. We're pulling the reins in. What we're going to do is we're going to give the children 10 toys each to play with, and every time one of the children come and break something that belongs to somebody else, we're going to take away one of their toys. And the only way that they could retrieve it back would be to behave in a manner that would warrant them to get their toy out of that box.
If they're really naughty and they have 10 taken away, then they don't have any toys left.
It didn't take long before I was showing Karen and Jason exactly how to use the naughty zone.
Karen, deal with that, please.
Joseph.
Come down, come just there.
We were in the living room and Joseph hit his sister, and when Mum gave him a warning, he swore at her and then spit right in her face.
Daddy's warning.
Straight away.
Come on. Right, Joe,
Down
listen.
to level. Watch this. He spits in your face. You bring him in and you say to him,
You do not spit at anybody because that behaviour is unacceptable. Do you understand? Now you stay in this room.
Joseph was not given in to the naughty zone. And then all of a sudden he peed in the middle of the floor like a dog.
Want an apology, Joe?
No.
I want an apology.
right, he doesn't get one, we go. Let's go. Now, if he can't say he's sorry for that behaviour, then he stays in here. Yeah? Close the door and put him back in. Go and get him.
You're gone again.
Ignore it.
In the room.
Ignore it.
I can't believe this 4-year-old has just given his mum the finger. It's just disgusting.
We've got a lock on the door, so why can't we just lock the door and keep him in there for his defined time?
You can't lock your kids up to control them.
Whilst Joseph was in the naughty zone, Ben swore at his mother, and then she had to place Ben into another naughty zone.
You come out, Ben, when you stop swearing, OK?
No sooner had she got one child into a naughty zone, the other one had come out of theirs.
Back in the room. Now, come on.
There were times when Mum was really struggling to make the naughty zone technique work because the boys were pushing the technique to the extreme limits.
Ben, what did I say to you?
Guys, just stop me.
Ben, in there now.
No.
When I saw the two boys escaping from their respective naughty zones, I knew Karen would need my support to enforce the technique.
You know, this is ridiculous. Right, one child, one room. Karen, you're stronger than him. Pick up your young son.
Joseph got so angry at one point that his tantrum had worn Mum down, and she was just about to give up, and so I intervened.
That was a big relief to me because I really felt like I was getting support. I was very impressed with how she dealt with Joseph.
I'm not too convinced that Karen can continue it. I think the desire to do it is there, but I don't know if she'll be able to do it.
He's 4 years old. You're now in charge and not him.
It's incredibly vital that Karen learns to manage two children in two different naughty zones at the same time.
I want you to say sorry first, Ben, and you can come out.
Sorry.
Come on. No more swearing, OK?
Very quickly, Ben had learnt to realise and take the consequences for his actions. Joseph's rebellious behaviour had lasted for an hour and a half before he gave in and realised that Mum was in charge of this situation and not little Joseph.
I want you to apologise to me for your bad behaviour and then you come out of the naughty zone.
Karen does have a lot more work, but she's taken the first step, and that's a milestone for Karen.
Josie went in and out quite a few times, but it was a lot less stressful than shouting at him, and I didn't feel so wound up. Hopefully it can only get better from now.
Go and get a drink now and we'll make some cakes.
Now that the kids are learning to respect their mum, they need to start learning to respect one another. In order to get the children to focus and respect one another, I introduced the treasure hunt game.
Who's ready to play a game?
Me, something.
We're going to do a treasure hunt, and what this is going to do is enable the children to advance their skills and working together as a team. They're all going to have a question to answer, but in order to have fun and find the clues, you have to hold hands.
Yeah.
Well done. Lots of praise, lots of encouragement. Have fun with the kids doing it. Are you ready?
Yeah! Use me to eat ice cream and jelly. What am I?
What do you think it is, Joe? Can ask for help.
Spoon.
Spoon. Are you all in agreement?
Yeah. Come on.
All right.
I thought the treasure hunt was really good, and it was really nice to see them working together instead of arguing and shouting at each other. It was lovely to see that they could get on together.
It's enjoyable to be able to see them interact and not start beating each other up and swearing at one another. Very refreshing.
So you know where you're going?
Yeah.
Who's the leader?
Me.
Go then.
You found it!
Oh, excellent. Right, you're doing really well, aren't you? You've got to look high and low.
Found it.
What are we going to do now?
We're gonna find the treasure.
And what are you going to be as? Team, yes!
The treasure lies in the living room. Living room, guarded by the lady in blue. That's Jojo.
Oh! What's that?
What's it, Ben? Invitation for Ben, Lauren, Josh and Joe out for lunch. Lots of fun for all.
Well done, all of you.
Hey! The treasure hunt was a complete success. The children worked together. They saw their parents giving them praise and encouragement, and at the end of it, getting the treasure about going out for a meal. We was all positive that we worked as a team.
Go upstairs now.
Because the children are so rebellious and take so long to get ready in the morning, Mum has got to start preparing breakfast and lunch the night before.
Getting your kids into the car in the morning is absolutely chaotic.
Yeah, it's chaos.
It's crazy. And the only way we're going to stop that is to have some organisation.
It is, totally.
And for you to start prepping stuff the night before so that your mornings run smoothly. So this is a follow-on from last night. I need you to keep organised. Make sure that you tell the children your expectations for them in the morning so that they can meet them. Let them know, right, now we're going to get dressed. Now we're going to brush our teeth. Now we're going to come downstairs and put our shoes on. Okay, let's get the boys up because they should have been up 15 minutes ago.
Come and have your breakfast now. We've got to go to school soon. Let me get... No, Ben, it's time to get up. Come on.
So Karen, praise and reward. The children sitting at the table, having their breakfast because they're doing as they're told. If one of them finishes, you direct the child to go straight upstairs and get dressed, okay?
It's clothes, and I want you to put them on and get dressed like a real big boy.
And then come and tell Mummy that you've done it.
Lauren, these are your clothes, Joe.
Okay, so get Joe dressed, give him lots of praise and encouragement while you're doing it. Good boy, put your other leg in, now the other one, jump, jump, jump.
Clever boy. You got your sock on. Really clever.
Never seen you do that.
No, I haven't. Go to the bathroom.
That's it, going good, Karen, you're doing good. All in, teeth brushed. Right, okay. Praise for Ben because he's doing
Good boy,
very
Ben.
well.
Well done.
Because we've been such a good boy, do we now have time to sit and read the paper? Ooh! How about that?
You've done really well this morning. And we're actually on time. We're really early.
Yeah.
So well done. I know. It's 8:15. It does feel like a new bunch of kids. It doesn't seem like my children anymore. That's it. Seatbelt on, Lauren. There's a good girl. Joshua, in the back. Well done. Good kids. Well done. Put your seatbelts on then.
Well done, girl. OK, listen, give them lots of praise that they got into the car and behaved nicely, because that was a massive achievement.
It was.
A massive achievement.
100% transformation from what I saw the other day, completely. From children running down the road and running rings around Mum, she managed to get them all dressed into the car, and they made school on time for the first time in probably a long time. Jojo's going. Can I have a kiss, please?
Bye-bye, darling.
Where's your dad?
Darling.
I'm gonna miss you.
I'm gonna miss you too. See you soon. Listen to me, all of you. I want you to be good boys and girls.
I was anxious when leaving the family because those boys are going to test Karen and Jason when trying to enforce those techniques.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, bye.
Bye.
So the pair of them have got to stick together, knuckle down and make it work, especially Karen.
I am looking forward to doing it without Joe, just to prove to myself that it'd be interesting how they sort of behave tomorrow now Joe's gone.
I've left the family for a couple of days to get on with the techniques on their own, but little do they know, I'm going to be watching them. I'm just trying to get the kids ready for school. Let's see how she gets on.
Come on, she'll be late for school. Joseph, now.
Look at the breakfast table. Packed lunch is done. Fantastic.
Set up the table. I did feel a little bit panicky now that Joe was gone, that I wouldn't be able to do it. Right, eat up then. We've got 10 minutes. Josh, get your shoes on. Good boy, because you washed your face and now you're all ready. In the car now. Stop shouting at me.
Come on, Mum. Joshua's testing you now. Be strong and get him in the car.
Joshua.
That's it. Pick him up. Take him into the car.
Let's go with the draw now. The clock was ticking to go to school. Joshua was having a really big tantrum, but I just tried to pick him up and put him in the car so that he knew that I wasn't going to take any nonsense. And it did work.
You kept strong. You kept strong. Fantastic.
You do not do that, Joseph. Listen, if you can't talk nicely, I'm going to say do not talk at all at the table.
So if one child doesn't speak nicely, the rest can't talk at all?
Sit down.
Oh, sit down. I'm just giving her a little...
Sit down.
Just one
Right, you win.
Dad, what are you doing? Where's the warning there for Joshua?
I don't have to tell you twice, Joshua.
No, wait.
Next time someone mucks around or laughs at a table, they're going to go that way. Lauren, no.
You're not letting anybody breathe. You're suffocating them.
Trust can come out and she can go in.
Lauren to the naughty zone because she's laughing. You need to chill out.
You can get in there and think about it. You laughing now, Lauren?
This is ridiculous.
What are you going to make, Josh? Can you make a snake?
Mum, why? Help me. Just try doing.
Right, Ben, you can go in that naughty room there. Ben, you don't speak to me like that, do you? Come on.
Ben, you know you shouldn't be talking to your mother like that.
Don't swear at me.
He's just pushing every button he can.
There's escape.
Mum, I'm glad to see you confiscated the video games for Ben. But why didn't you tell him you were doing that? You should have made him watch that.
You shouldn't behave like that. You're a big boy. It's not very nice, is it? Ben, listen, if I tell you you're coming in here, you are coming in here. I want you to say sorry, Ben. Sorry.
Ah, here comes Dad, home from work.
No, it's mostly Ben, and Ben was trying to encourage Joe and telling Joe to swear, but it's just Ben, really. He's just gone loopy.
You're going straight in your bedroom now, Ben.
Dad, now you're disciplining Ben twice when Mum has already dealt with it.
You're 10 years old, Ben, and you should know better.
Jason, you have undermined Karen's authority.
You do not leave this room, do you understand? He's playing with you, Karen. They're playing with you. You should put them in the bedroom and that's it.
Come on, Dad. Karen needs encouragement and support.
Like, if you find some little thing that I've done wrong, you go on about it. You seem to still think that I've done it wrong.
Just drop it now.
Right.
OK?
Jason, whatever Karen does is not good enough.
I don't really feel like Jason's giving me support. I feel like he's criticising me. Because I feel like I've worked really hard, and I just feel like when Jo comes tomorrow, she's going to just think I've done everything wrong.
Hello. When I return to the house, I sit the family down and show them the footage of where they went wrong. I'd like us all to take a look and see what's been going on.
Boy, right, eat up then. We've got 10 minutes and then we'll go upstairs and have a wash and sleep.
How great is that, Karen?
It's embarrassing watching it.
All sitting down at the table, having breakfast. Your tone is very upbeat. Fantastic.
Help me! Just try to do it in.
Right, Ben, you can go in that naughty room there.
When you're getting your children swearing at you, that's immediate confiscation and naughty zone. So immediately you have to tell the children exactly what's going to happen. Otherwise, they're going to start realising that you're being inconsistent with the discipline, because that is one of the house rules.
If I tell you you're coming in here, you are coming in here. Mummy means it, Ben. I'm not just saying it. I mean it now, Ben.
You're going straight in your bedroom now, Ben. You do not leave this room, do you understand?
Karen's already disciplined Ben for it. And by you going in saying, right, I heard you did this and now this is what's going to happen, means all of Karen's work might as well never have been done, because what it's doing is undermining Karen's discipline. Your wife is on the same level as you.
Sometimes I recognise I treat her like one of the children because she's not doing it the way I think it should be done. So, in seeing it on there, I can see it. I think it's now reality check. Karen's doing her bit. The children are trying. They are calmed down. It's now my turn to change, because I think everyone else has and I haven't.
It made me feel a lot more positive, and I feel like I've done a lot of things the right way, and I know now where I've made mistakes, and which is really helpful for me to sort of correct.
For the rest of the day, I'm going to stick around the Collins household to work on any points that I feel still require my attention.
You can't go around throwing things around the house, can you? Come on, go and pick it up.
Later on that day, Mum and I saw Joseph being destructive and unruly, so I certainly gave her support when she walked him straight to the naughty zone. You've got to make a mark now and go, I'm not having it anymore. Enough is enough, Karen. Don't put up with it.
Jo, look at me. That's unacceptable behaviour, and now you've got to go into the naughty zone. Come on, go on in.
Your apology, I want an apology, and toy confiscation as well.
Short and sharp and to the point. No cuddles, no kisses and cuddles. You were put in this room, Joseph, because you were misbehaving. And if you carry on behaving like this, you will end up back in this naughty zone every time, and you will have your toys taken away. Now, Mummy wants an apology, please. Right, now you're now going to have a toy taken away. Come on.
It's easy to take toys away now because I know now I'm doing it for the best. So I don't feel quite so sorry for them, because I know in the long run it's going to make all our lives easier.
Jason needs to learn how to stay calm and in control of his anger so that he can teach his children how to resolve matters amicably rather than arguing. And so I used a role-play technique with Jason. What we're going to do today, Jason, is make you fully aware of how you use your body and how you use your tone of voice. Now, you've known me for a while, but if I actually invaded your space and stood over you and went, listen, this is what I'm telling you, how do you feel?
My reaction would be to get up and push her away.
Yeah. That's intimidating for a young child. You're a big bloke, you're 6 foot. You want to be able to discipline your children without putting the fear of God in them. So what I'd like to do with you is to do some role play. I'm going to be Ben. I want you to be yourself.
Go and tidy your room. Ben, you're listening? I said go and tidy your room.
Why?
Because I'm telling you to. It's a mess. I'm not tidying it. Do I have to drag you upstairs, Ben?
I told you already that I've done it.
Ben, you don't shout at me. Get up the stairs and do your bedroom now.
Stop. Stop. Do you notice what happened there?
You came straight to me and then I got defensive and started shouting back.
Yeah. That is what I want you to really learn about yourself, is that actually you're not teaching Ben anything if you lose it.
I learned a lot from the role play. I learned that I didn't have to be this big, nasty person standing over the children, pointing my finger and telling them what to do. It made me understand.
Watch how you talk. Watch how your body is. Also, what's equally important is that you are aware of all the good little things that the children are doing individually. It's important that Jason learn to give his children an enormous amount of praise, because he's always been the one that's given discipline. So he needs to balance discipline with a lot of love and affection and praise. The changes in behaviour have been absolutely dramatic. From children who were very, very rude to children who have manners now. So, does Jojo get any hugs and kisses?
Yeah. Do I get a violet dog?
I never thought anyone would be able to sort my children out, that their behaviour was so bad. I just couldn't believe that that could be done in such a short space of time.
Karen,
Okay,
take
thanks.
care. You're welcome.
It felt really sad and horrible saying goodbye to Jo, because she's been sort of my support, and we've all got really attached to her, so that was really sad when she left.
Jo?
So, saying goodbye to Jo made me feel a little bit upset, really, because she became one of the family.
Want to see confidence? Want to see calm?
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for everything.
I'm very proud at how hard Mum and Dad have worked together to make the changes in their family. It wasn't an easy ride for them. The Collins family have been challenging, but Karen and Jason succeeding in the techniques are going to give hope to all those families that are in similar situations.
We've always said that you can't teach parents how to be parents. I think this has proved you can teach parents how to be
You give
parents.
them proper guidelines. Joseph woke up this morning and said, "Mummy, I love you." And that just it felt really nice after me being sort of tougher with him yesterday, trying to discipline him. It sort of showed me that they still love you and don't hate you for being tougher on them, which was really nice.
Thank you, Jojo, for coming to my house and making my brothers disciplined and well behaved. Mango!
Previously, I didn't even see them as children. I just saw them as a mob, but now I don't see them as that mob anymore.
I feel like we're more of a normal family now. I'm shocked how well behaved they've been, actually. We've never ever sat down like that.
I think the children's going to have a great future and a great life and a happy life.
I think I'm a much better parent now. I feel like I'm doing everything the correct way now. It's just given me a lot of hope. I can't remember the last time I saw Jason playing with them, really. They all seem a lot happier. So does Jason as well.
Yes! It really, really has made me enjoy living, because previously I didn't really enjoy it. We didn't have a life.
It's taught me as a parent that you can still be a good parent and put discipline in place, rather than thinking that you are a good parent just by letting the children do what they like, because in the end you're not really doing yourself any favours or the children.
Tell me about his mouth. Oh! He's